Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's movie trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you. Okay, good stuff from coasters to disco balls. Did you know, Steve, that old DVDs can find life after death if they get into the hands of a crafty person?
Well, here's hoping our next guest is crafty, because his room is littered with DVDs. From the website Paul's Trip to the Movies, it's Paul McGuire Grimes. Hi, Paul.
Hello, thanks for having me today.
Yeah, we're happy to have you back. Paul, so I got to tell you what I did, and then I want to know what you thought, because I haven't seen it. Last week, I bought Trolls World Tour.
You did it.
For $19.99.
For a 48-hour rental.
I got it for the kids, and then the kids were down in the basement, and they watched it. I did not watch it with them. Should I have? Was it any good? And is it worth the $19.99? Because I feel like I should own that movie now.
Well, here's the thing. I do think that it is worth the $19.99 rental, especially if you're thinking about, Steve, you're a family of 6, you're a family of 4. If you divide that by, like, 5 to 6 people per 20 bucks, you can get the ticket price fairly cheap versus me that paid, or a person of 1 or 2. So I think the price is worth it. If you think about taking the whole family to a movie theater, it'd be way more expensive if you were to do that. And I think that this movie is really good for kids. It's a very successful sequel. And in it, Poppy and Branch, voiced by Anna Kendrick and Justin Timberlake, find out that the Troll Kingdom is divided into other kingdoms based on music genres like rock and funk and jazz, and they find out that the Queen of Rock wants to turn all of the other trolls into a rock troll just like her.
Oh, that's what it's about. I did not know
Yes.
what the plot was at all for this. I like that, though. I really liked the theme of the first one too. That whole idea of happiness isn't something that you can get on the outside, it's something that you have to have on the inside, and I felt like they did a nice job with that. So I'm wondering if they did as nice of a job on the second one.
They do. They really make the themes of acceptance and tolerance really accessible for kids in this one. Because again, it's much like our reality. I mean, you've got, it's how do we all understand and respect and understand each other, and how hating, it takes a lot of work to hate someone else, and we need to celebrate and love all of our differences.
That's
and I think
very
that's
good.
It takes a lot of work to hate somebody.
Yeah.
That's a
wise
good way
words,
of putting
Paul.
that.
What's your ticket stub ruling on this one?
3 out of 5 ticket stubs for Trolls World Tour. The kids will definitely love it. It's 90 minutes, so it's easy for them to sit down, and there's a ton of really good music in it.
Okay, that's very good.
Now we move to
This one's
something.
good. I've watched this.
No, I've only watched the first episode of McMillions, which is available on HBO, and it's also on Hulu now.
Yes, Hulu's got some great content right now if you don't have HBO. And the premise behind McMillions is a 6-part docuseries that looks into the scandal and fraud that was the Monopoly McDonald's game, and how the FBI found out that 3 relatives won the $1 million prizes, and as they started investigating it, how it became this wide web of deceit and con.
It is so fascinating because if you grew up during the Monopoly time period of McDonald's, you know that you went there specifically to get the Monopoly pieces.
And we were always
You were
a park
looking
place
for that.
away.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
you were looking for it. And Paul, it was such a brilliant marketing campaign that worked so well. And then when you watch this, you cannot believe that it wasn't McDonald's behind the scam. It was these scammers who then completely manipulated the system. And those of us who were going in for a fry had no chance of winning the big prizes.
And you wonder, like, how did they figure this out? How could someone get away with it? And they make it really easy to understand. There's a really big budget cinematic quality to this docuseries. And of course, you see the, the red strings with the pictures and the post-its all connecting. Yeah. And it goes into a wide web of people. And then afterwards, there is a payoff, but you just feel sad because there were really good people that were duped into becoming a part of this, and now their lives were ruined, and then a ton of other lives were ruined in the process of this.
It is definitely worth a watch. I think you're totally right, and the characters are just over the top. They're over the top. That one lady you can't believe exists.
Paulie, before you go, you have to talk to us about these unique studio movie nights that a couple of big Hollywood studios are doing. Let's start with Lionsgate.
Yeah, so starting tonight and for the next 4 Fridays, Lionsgate is showing some of their movies on the Lionsgate YouTube channel and on Fandango's Movie Clips YouTube channel. And tonight it's going to be The Hunger Games. In the next few weeks, it's going to be La La Land, Dirty Dancing, and John Wick. And then Jamie Lee Curtis and other guests are going to be hosting these events and doing some kind of Q&As and watch-alongs throughout it.
And it's free? You just watch it on YouTube?
Yes, it's free. You watch it on YouTube and then you kind of follow along. And then they're partnering with different snack companies. If you want to buy snacks through their website, and the profits go to charity as well.
Oh
so
my
they're really
gosh.
trying to partner together to get donations and funds out there to the people that need it.
Well, that's really cool. And then Focus Movie Mondays, what's happening there?
So next Monday, this has a Minnesota connection. You know, we love those. Next Monday, April 20th, they're going to be showing Mallrats on the Focus Features Facebook channel. If you remember Mallrats, it's written and directed by Kevin Smith, who will be a part of this. It was filmed here in Minnesota at the Eden Prairie Center. So I'm sure that Kevin Smith, he loves fan interaction, so I'm sure that he'll talk about his time here in Minnesota shooting that movie. And again, if you donate throughout the night, the donations will go to the Entertainment Industries Foundation's COVID-19 Response Fund.
That's great.
Paul, this is great.
Paul,
Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, buddy. Stay safe, stay healthy. You can visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com for updates on movies and streaming services.
You can also listen to Paul on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday, or watch him on his YouTube channel. It's also called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
A big thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring Twin Cities Live.
Muska Lighting, listen to this, is offering a 10% discount on all online and call-in orders from Twin Cities Live viewers now through the end of May. You need to use the promo code TCL1 to redeem this offer, but that is a good deal.
True that.
Okay, we're sharing